Welcome everybody back to another video. Alan, do my intro for me. I'm too hungover to talk.
Welcome back to his life in Taiwan, where we discuss some of the... I can't even remember my own script now.
So today I thought I would talk about how Taiwan has changed, because it has changed a lot over the number of years. It's something I hear a lot from foreigners that have been here for a long time, like yourself.
Yep.
Which is why you're on here. Also, by the way, I did just finish filming a video with him on his channel about eating Taiwanese fruits and hate comments, which was quite fun.
It was interesting, yeah.
Very interesting, yeah. So
some
go over,
fun comments. Yep.
Yeah, so watch this video and then go check it out. Or if you're coming from that video, then how's it going? So Taiwan is a really interesting place to live, and I love it. However, like I said, a lot of people have been mentioning a few things have been a little different in the past couple of years, and I think one of the things we were talking about off camera is, I don't remember, how sort of the nightlife has changed quite a bit. I sort of feel like Taiwan was sort of like the bastion for nightlife a long time ago, and it still is in a couple of cities like Taipei.
Yeah, it depends where you're talking about. Anybody that's up in Taipei will argue with us and tell us no, Taipei has an awesome nightlife, which it does. Very sort of similar to what you would find in a world city.
Yeah.
But personally, Taichung used to be, and this is from what I can gather, just before I arrived, it was like more like a live music scene, like bands and sort of indie style.
Yeah.
But of course, like many people may not know, there was a big fire at a nightclub or a bar, and the government just shut everything down. Like everything went like literally to zero. I think that was like 2009-ish, not long after I got here. So when I first came here with my wife, we would be out like every weekend. Her sister was here too. We would party it up like pretty hard every weekend. We were only mid-20s, so like it was completely normal.
Yeah. And
then everything just stopped. No bars, no like they still had nightclubs, but only a handful of those. But yeah, live music scene just absolutely died, and it's only just starting to recover, really.
Yeah, I mean,
it's different.
You can go online and search like what's the best place for nightlife in Taiwan, and all the outdated forums and stuff still say Taichung is like the best.
Oh, and the Forumoser and all those kind of forums. Yeah.
But it's not like that anymore, and I can especially say that because, you know, I've lived here for a bit, not that long, but I will say it is definitely a quieter city, more of a family city, a retirement city. It's really nice, really lovely. It's got a good vibe.
Yeah, I truly love the city. It's
fantastic. And a lot of people that live in Taipei want to come back to Taichung if they lived here before. It's like everyone's favorite city for some reason.
There's no rain, not as much rain.
Yeah,
here.
Not as much rain. The weather's nice. So, and speaking of the weather, it's not really weather, but pollution is something that has gone way up. I've talked about this before on my channel, so I don't think we have to talk about it too much. But
no.
Taichung has the largest coal-burning power plant in the entire world.
Bingo. Yep.
And since the Green Party got elected, they shut down the brand spanking new nuclear power plant that they've just built here in Taiwan. Yeah. And so they had to fire up the coal plant even more, and it's just, and then of course the other thing is the pollution coming from China.
I feel you should clarify the Green Party is like...
Right, they're like the separatist government who just doesn't want.
But it's not like in England we have the Green Party, which is like...
Oh yeah, no, it's not that kind of Green Party. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
So the pollution, what you would say, is 10 times worse than it was before.
According to everyone that talks about it, it's terrible. I have to be like probably a bit stupid and naive and say I don't really feel the effects of the pollution. Like.
Really?
I genuinely like.
Come on, you must look outside and be like, Jesus Christ.
I see it.
Today's not so bad.
I drive my scooter to work every day, but I don't feel like. I don't feel the effects of it. Maybe I feel like shit, and I would feel better if I was in England.
I just don't know
think
anymore.
That's how I feel.
It equates to zero.
But yeah, I mean, according to all the sources in the data, it's definitely getting worse.
Yeah.
I read a news article about the power plant.
Yeah.
Apparently being given a fine last month or something, a pretty hefty fine from the government.
Yeah.
For going over their quota or something. Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like, this is going to be the west coast of the island. I feel like I went to Hualien, and that was blue skies.
Yeah.
The mountains really protect
them. That's like
them
Hawaii-style island. Yeah.
So we've got pollution, we've got the nightlife, and then also the attitudes of foreigners towards foreigners and coming from foreigners. I'll say, like, what I've experienced so far is that people here in Taiwan take their jobs as English teachers, especially, a lot more seriously than I would have thought, you know, because it's sort of like just that job you get just to go travel. Like, you don't really care about the job. But here, a lot of schools actually really take it quite seriously. Like, it's an actual profession, which I know sounds stupid. Like, of course you would.
Yeah.
And you don't really know, maybe you don't know what I'm talking about unless you've lived here. But would you say before it was a bit different?
Well, yeah, the stereotypical view of like the Westerner coming to Asia is that they don't take it too seriously. And I think when I first came here, 2008, there was a lot of that still around, like the kind of hippie-ish traveler teachers using teaching as a way of getting through Asia.
Sure.
But now, like, I feel like the teachers just take it way more seriously. And even when we are out having a relaxing drink or socializing, we'll talk seriously about our jobs. And sometimes people will ask other teachers for ideas of how to deal with certain students. There's just more of a pride in the work. And yeah, we still drink and we have that relaxed attitude to life, maybe more than back in the West, but it's still... we take it pretty seriously and realize the responsibility that's involved with the job. I think.
Some like street buskers going on here. That's really cool. This park always has like things like this. I guess this guy is like a performing clown or something. I don't know.
Talking of English teachers in Taiwan.
Hilarious. I'm so unenthusiastic right now. I drink too much.
Yeah.
So they have a dog adoptions at this park as well. They got all kinds of stuff here. They got music and all kinds of stuff.
This is real life in Taiwan. See, you invite me along, and this is what happens.
Exactly. I'm gonna get demonetized for singing.
Oh, this is my favorite song.
I like this song a lot. Yeah, I actually know that song. It's actually called Ni Hao Bu Hao by Eric Show or Eric something like that. I've heard a lot of people complain about that. I always hear about people talking about like the good old days of Taiwan when it was sort of this more free-spirited, a little bit more similar to something like Vietnam or Thailand, where it's just here for more of a recreational entertainment, you can, not a place to actually settle down.
You can even mention like the specific details of life, like I think we mentioned earlier about drink driving.
Yeah.
Like drink driving is something even a lot of Taiwanese people in the past used to do like quite regularly.
Yeah.
Westerners used to do it regularly, but now it's
harsh.
It's just a no-go.
Everybody knows that I just love to drink and drive. No, don't drink and drive. It's terrible. You know what I mean? 开车不喝酒, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean.
So it was rampant, right? People were just driving around, and now the penalties for that are severe.
Well, the penalties are severe, but also it's basically like. This is so difficult to explain, but if I watch a TV show now back in the West, and a guy has a beer or a YouTuber has a beer and then drives home, I'm like, what's he doing? He's on camera. He's showing himself drink driving.
Yeah.
But in America and England, there's a limit. Yeah. Whatever the alcohol limit is.
I think it's like you can have a beer.
A beer or two, whatever, or depending.
Yeah.
But in Taiwan, the limit is so low that even one beer puts you over the limit.
Exactly. Or even if you drank the night before and then woke up and there's still alcohol in your blood, even though you might feel fine.
Yeah. That happened to a friend of mine. He had an accident with a bus, like Sunday morning, in his car, and was quite happy to blow for the officer. He hadn't been drinking, but he'd had so much the night before. He ended up in clink. That was a few years ago, but...
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely changed as the attitude towards drinking and driving.
Other things that have changed since I've been here, then one thing would be the attitude of people towards foreigners.
Okay.
And this might be a little bit more personal because of my story.
Sure.
But I came into Dongshi, which is a town of like 50,000 people, which...
For Taiwan, small.
For Taiwan, that's tiny.
Yeah.
So I was very much like always getting stopped in the street and recognized and the whole Wagoran thing. And of course now I've moved into Taichung, so I don't get it as much. But I feel like people are becoming a little bit more multicultural and accepting of different nationalities being here.
Okay.
It's still. I've mentioned this a few times in my videos. It's still not a multicultural society.
No, it's very homogenous, like my milk. If you want to get that reference, then go watch this video.
Yeah, it is, and a lot of people in the last video we mentioned that, and somebody commented like, we want to keep Taiwan Taiwanese, and well, why do you think multicultural is such a good idea? Well, for me, like, what's the quote? Like, how boring would a rainbow be if it was just one color?
Oh man, accept us, please. That is
It's pretty true though. It kind of makes sense.
It's true, but it sounds so snowflakey and liberal and just.
Well, there was a guy that was talking. There was a guy on the. I can't remember where I seen it, but I was like, it's kind of like a good argument against that guy that said, "I want to keep Taiwan Taiwanese." Like, well, why? It's that you can share your culture with us. We can share the culture with you, and it's if the topic of this video is how Taiwan has changed, then I've seen a marked change in the way people actually treat me here.
Yeah, I would say people are lovely to me here.
Yeah.
Since I've come here, they're very open, very excited to share their culture.
Yeah.
Some of them are a little bit shy to like use their English, but other people just blurt out all the English that they know, and they're super friendly. I think Taiwanese people actually really like foreigners, and I think that a lot of them have been abroad before, and that really kind of changes their mind. Okay, well, I think that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I do apologize for my just like expressionless face and dead body.
He's dying of a serious hangover.
It was Saturday last night. Okay, leave me alone. I'm allowed to.
We are professional YouTubers. I knew we were making videos today, so I was in bed by 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
I was up at the break of dawn.
Yeah. So anyways, guys, don't forget to check out his channel and the video I did with him, and subscribe. He makes videos about life in Taiwan. Pretty simple. It's in the title of your thing. So yeah, stay positive. Keep your stick on the ice. Check out my Patreon page if you want extra content. And my Instagram is Prozzie_86. Your Instagram is
Life in Taiwan 2012, 2017.
2017, best year ever. That's why you chose it.
Exactly.
All right, catch you guys in the next one.
Bye-bye.